not. Come on! Come on! Well done, lad. Huh? Not bad, not bad.
You're kidding. You're kidding me. I've never ever felt like this in my life.
Did he get a penalty for what he did?
So, Gabby, we are all on the same train line.
The engine was going much slower than before. Amazing.
Lando, what do you think about it, Inter? What do you think about it in Inter?
No!
Yeah, I'm good. I am good. I am better than everyone. Let's relax.
Oh my God! Oh my
Whoa, that's a big. Why am I so big? And where is the game source? Hang on a sec, fam. Why is the game source offline? Alright, 2 seconds, guys, and we'll try and... Oh, there it is. Are we good? There we go. Is it online? It should be. Hang on. Far out. Saying offline on my screen. I think the game source is online, though. Yeah, that was a bit of a jump scare, wasn't it? A 2-door game. Hello, welcome, guys. We are at Tier 2 Wallaby Racing League for the opening round here in Suzuka, Japan. And we are excited. Brand new grid, 19 drivers on the grid. Hopefully one more to join in quali. Only missing Formula Fish here tonight. And it is your boy Skillsy. And hopefully he gets a coffee quicker than last time. Babe? Hopefully he gets a coffee quicker than last time. Oh my gosh, Emma's not happy again. Why did you not tell me earlier? I got to run to the shops. I got so much to do. The kid's just got out of the shower. Far out. She is not a happy chappy at all. I am good, Tudor. How are you, mate? Good to have you here. Thanks so much for joining us. Just a quick reminder as well, who is the drivers on our grid? There they are. So, like I said, only missing Formula Fish tonight. With someone subbing him in for him in the Williams. Not a great TP, missing the first race of the season, but a great replacement in Roshan Robot. Could be on the borderline of Tier 1, so hopefully score some good points for Williams there. We've got 5 TPs in this tier, including Camilo, Whiff Matif, Formula Fish, Carl Faniza, and Teki Toki Teki in the Ferrari as well. We've got a lot of reserves as well. Oz Curtis, K Verks, Velocity Echo, Bolt, Zervix, Watanabe, Kirsch, Shark, Kevin. I'm sure you'll all get a drive as the season goes on. But that is our driver lineup for the Wallaby Racing League. Kirko, got to be Uncle Carl. Let's go in the Aston Martins. Bremer is finally on wheels, so he should pick up a little bit of pace as well. I might just turn up my volume a little bit so I get a little bit... as we see Camilo faster. Yeah, there, some volume. There we go. As we see Camilo faster in the house go around for his hot lap. First one tonight, as we've got 15 minutes of qualifying to go. So Camilo in the house. Let's see how he goes. Carly on his out lap. We don't need to see tyres, do we? No, we don't. There we go. Detail none. Yeah, detail none. There we go. Camilo Foster. He's going around in the Haas, coming up to sector 2. Is he? No, he's in... Oh, I can't tell with these maps, man. There we go. That's better. Coming up to that double hairpin and then down this straight where he'll get a little bit of DRS. Battery is pumping, coming up to... Gotta love Uncle Kyle, Kirko says. Kirko in the Aston Martin, my teammate for the season as well. As we see Tiki Toki Teki in the Ferrari go 127.462, sets the first lap. Let's have a look. Here we go. 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 Why is that so blurry? Why are you so blurry? Why are we so... All right. So Coda Faster goes 128.066 with Camilo Faster going 128.759. Plug is up there. Sways Ando also has set a lap as well. Good to see him back on the grid. Let's ride on board with Left 4 Dead's driver in Ozgo Kano as he starts his lap. He goes through the S's here at Japan then. You can keep your foot down for most of these corners. Goes down to gear 4 just to get a little bit more car rotation around that last S. Pumps a little bit of battery. Coming up here then, first and second Degners. He goes through the first Degner. Looks pretty good. Keeps it on track. Second Degner looked a little bit wide. The Ferrari jumping out of the way. Can't park your car there, sir. Coming up to the hairpin. Big braking zone. It's a sort of a weird corner. You don't really hit the apex. I don't think it's the fastest line as he hits the battery and down he goes then. Down past 200R and up to the spoon curve. Does Ozgo Kano go? It looks pretty good. 59% battery left. You just want to sort of tap a little bit of brake here. Put your foot down. Get the battery going. And try and get a bit of top speed out of this RB Visa. So down the back stretch he goes and up to 130R. He doesn't let up the foot. Around 130R he goes and up to the Casio triangle. Does Ozgo Kano go in the RB Visa? He's usually pretty fast. He takes a lot of curb there, which is what you want to do. Around the final bend, puts his foot down, DRS, ERS, and goes P3 with a 127.698. I do have to show up Kirko to be your teammate. That is very true. Absolutely spewing. Skills missed the first race of the season. As we see, Carl Faniza has got a red flag there on his run, or invalidated, sorry, on his run. Yeah, I had to officiate my mate's wedding, which is a massive privilege and honour on Sunday afternoon, and totally spaced that it was actually, in fact, the first race of the season. Woman, can you get my water bottle as well? That would be muchly appreciated there. So let's have a look at a little bit of information then for the Japan Grand Prix. So as you can see there, the tyre compounds is a C1, C2, and C3 tyre compound. And you've got some information there about the grip levels, the back tyre, a lot of wear in the back tyres here at Japan actually, and some good, interesting circuit information for you to have a look at. As we see Maxi Boy jump into the pits, Ozgo Kano on his in-lap. Roshan Robot going around in a 128.162 so far. Plugger 128.792. Bit of a surprise there as well. I would have thought he would have done a little bit better, but he will do better as the track evolves, as there's a bit more rubber laid down. The F2 guys earlier on today would have laid down a bit of rubber as well. Horrible crash in the F2 actually we saw earlier today at Japan, but the rubber's been laid down. We are here on Saturday in qualifying. Who is going to risk it for the biscuit? Who is going to leave the crust on the pizza? And who is going to take home the championship? Who do you think, Alexa? She doesn't know. She doesn't know. She's just sitting here champing on her apple. You know, Lilo and Stitch outfit. She saw Lilo and Stitch the other day. Plugger's washed, says Two Door Gaming. What do you think about that comment? Do you think Plugger's washed? Eh? Do you think Bremer's washed? What do you think, Alexis? You know? You want to say something? Cooper the Bot, also a bitty slow. As Roshan Robot, there we go. That's the Roshan Robot we know and love. Goes P1, provisional pole with a 127.498. 458 as Emma leaves the house. She's had enough of this rubbish. Hopefully she comes back. I won't be left alone forever. Are you coming back? Yeah, buddy. Can't resist this tank of a human being, can ya? What's that? Dropping the kids off. Yeah, baby. We're going to have a little bit of a bit later. I won't mind that. Alpine 1-2 incoming, says Frizy. Well, you better tell your Alpine drivers to drive a little bit faster, mate, because you are the king of optimistic with that comment. You've got Poms to the win with a 128.496 on his current outlap. Look at that livery as well. I mean, it looks amazing. He goes purple first sector, mind you. Not too bad for the Pommy dad there. Where's the other Alpine? Bremer down in P17, but he hasn't set a lap yet. Let's have a look at what he's doing. He's out there in the Alpine just trying to go for a bit of a drive. He has hit a whole lot of traffic as he goes around 130R. Looked all right. He's got about 22% battery left. They get out of the way well there. You want to take a lot of curb here. I don't think he took enough curb there for a good time, but down he goes, puts his foot down, hits the DRS, stays nice and tight. Back window wide open and only goes a 128.919. So, yeah, optimistic there from the Freiburger as the Red Bull in Roadster 127.753. He's out on a flying lap as well. Just through the S's he goes. And around the banked curve and through sector 1, he is improving. Is he? No, he's not. That won't be a fast lap. He'll throw that in the bin as Jerobot goes a 128.437. Not too bad from the bot. Sways Ando in the Ferrari, dropping down to P18. He want to get better than that. And Camillo also down to P16 as well. So who is going to knock Tocky off the toppy of this qualifying? At the moment, there's only 0.5 between P1 and P8. Good to see Magic Shot in the Red Bull also up there. He had a bit of a season last year where he sort of slumbered a little bit. He was a bit slack, a little bit, shit in bed, and bottom 10 really most of the races. But he has got a bit of speed coming to this game. It's good to see. Head of our media and graphics. He does a lot of the media and graphics for the league. It's really good to see. Why are you driving my car, woman? You got your own car. Oh, my God. Really good to see. Purple first sector from him as well. It's really good to see Magic Shot, doing really well. Because he's a great guy. Does so much for Wallaby Racing League. He's an admin as well. And, yeah, just thank you so much for everything you do, Magic Shot. It is very much appreciated as Big Chungers goes a 127.311. Is that oof? Is that oof and oof in the RB Vita? I think it is. It is oof and oof. That is a provisional pole. That's a great lap. I don't think anyone's going to come close to that. Come on, Alexis Coconuts. Wants your pick for race winner. Left for Dead goes he like he always knew it. He always knew it. He's got to, man, I don't know how this guy does it. He picked up Ozgo Kano and Oof at like pick 10 or something. What was it, Lefty? I don't know, pick 9, pick 10. I mean, it's crazy how he gets these picks. I don't know how Ozgo Kano didn't go in the first 4 picks. He's definitely up there in the top. And then Oof and Oof, I mean, he showed pace all preseason. And I don't know if Lefty's giving gobbies out here or what he's doing. It's Kamikaze goes P1 with a 127.303 in the Aston Martin. Let's go, Kamikaze! In the Aston, in the green machine. Provisional pole, 127.303. Let's go. Yep, there are some decent times in here, mate. That's why it's called Tier 2. They're 1 tier away from the top 1. You heard it here first, folks. Oh, do you know what's really annoying? And I'm just going to say, a lot of people out there that has Optus already, is that Optus has this thing called SubHub. And I've never heard of SubHub, right? But you can get Netflix and Prime and Stan, all these things for $9 per month if you have Optus SubHub. But Optus never tell you. So if you have Optus Internet or Optus Phone, you can get SubHub and get access to all these subscriptions for like $9 a month. I can't believe it. I actually can't believe it. I'm actually, like, I'm a little bit sad about it. I'm a little bit annoyed. I literally, yeah, it's not great. It's not a good time. I've wasted all this money. I've wasted all this money. What's going on here? I don't know, how long have we got in qualifying? Because I've got a yellow flag that won't go away. It's far out, man. There we go. 5 minutes to go in qualifying. 5 minutes, we might be cooked. Yeah, 5 minutes to go in qualifying. Here we go. Oh, 5 minutes, count down. 6:02, 6:02. 5 minutes from 6:02. All right. I'm going to put a timer on just in case that thing just keeps being annoying. 5 minutes. No, it won't be 5 minutes now, will it? It'll be like 4 minutes. 53 seconds or something. What do you want? Go away, Nala. I think it's like 4 minutes to go in qualifying, and everyone is in the pits at the moment. That yellow flag is really annoying, isn't it? Coda Faster is out. Plug is out, so they're out pretty early. I don't know if they'll get back in for another run, but they are out, and Plugger is down in his time, so he's not going to improve. Coda Faster as well is not going to improve at the moment, so he's probably just having a bit of a warm-up lap here, as does Maxi Boys, who does like to come out a little bit early in the Mercedes, having a bit of a warm-up lap, so we will watch him as well, as we have yellow flags in this. Can you guys stop going so slow? And don't break the braking boards, Maxi. All right. Saw that, you little bugger. All right. Sort yourself out. 3 minutes and 51 seconds to go. So 3 minutes and 45 seconds to go. I'm going to just put that on my timer just in case you guys are wankers out there and, start throwing these flags out. I'm just going to put that back there, and here we go, and here we go. And Thomas, I can't play. Okay. All right, here we go then. Everyone is in the pits now. Plugger is out, but he's not doing a flying lap just yet. Let's see if he goes around or he comes in. 3 minutes 26. He comes in as well. Jerabot, is he out? Yes, he is on a flying lap, so this will be his last flying lap as Bremer comes out as well for his outlap. 3 minutes and 16 seconds to go here in Suzuka. Suzuka, baby, one more time. Plugger says he's washed as Jerabot goes round. In the McLaren down the straight towards 130 up. Yeah, he's got some bass, but he's doing shit in Suzuka, but that's a purple sector. 4.5 tenths up for Jerabot in the McLaren. Let's see what he can do. Up through the Casio triangle he goes. Takes a lot of curb on the exit, which is what you want to do. Bro stays on his outlap. Palms to the win as well. Sways Ando also out of the pits. Jerabot does improve, but only to P13. He's going to have to find some pace if he wants to crack this top 10. Will the 126ers get in today? Tiki Toki Teki wants to be on toppy as he comes out on his outlap as well. Brostar on his outlap. We will follow them around as they go. Ozgo Kano on his outlap. Man, the the clockwise always gets me out. I just don't like it. Ufanuf comes out as well in the RB. So let's have a look. Let's go through these ones. Brostar will be the first, and then we'll go to Tiki Toki, and then we'll go to the rest. The Alpine is out as well. Which Alpine is that? Maybe that's Bremer. So let's have a look. Is he on a flying lap? No, Bremer's hit the grass, so he's not going to go out either. So let's have a look then at Brostar, the Red Bull, who will be the first to cross the line and start his last flying lap. Two doggos indeed. So round we go then. Let's have a look then. Everyone is out of the pits. Kamikaze is out as well. Everyone looking for the pole for the first race opener of the season. Who is going to get it? Kamikaze right now has provisional pole, but it is only by 0.07 of a second, and the track will be ramping up. So Brostar in the Red Bull, we know he's got pace. He has improved since last season. He is in Tier 2, could have been a Tier 1. Let's see if he can hook a lap through the S's he goes and around the bank curve. Up to first Degner he goes and around that corner. Look, keeps it pretty tight. You want to try and keep it full speed, but he does invalidate. So he goes off track. Tiki Toki goes through the S's around the bank curve. He goes in. Wolfenhof starts his last flying lap, as does Coda faster. Pomps to the win and sways Ando. So the Ferrari keeps it pretty tight through the S's, keeps on track, pumps the battery up to the hairpin. He goes in. You don't want to hit the apex. Does lock up a little bit, but looks all right. Good exit by him. Pumps the battery again. Around this corner we go then. Tiki Toki Teki up through Sector 2. And the double hairpin, the double left-hander we go then. In the Ferrari, what can he do? Maxi Boy starts his last flying lap. Roshan Robot will be the last to cross the line. Brostar might also get around as well. So let's see what he does. He's up, but not by enough. Is Tiki Toki Teki in the Ferrari? He needs a big third sector. Around 130R, he goes in. And qualifying is just about finished. That will be it. Brostar will be finished, and so will Plugger. Where will the Ferrari put it? Tiki Toki Teki comes up to the line. Only good enough for P3. What will Ulfanuf do? He's 2/10 up on his time. That will be enough. Maxi Boy is up on his time as well. So Big Chungus will come through first. Kamikaze, he's going around as well. So let's have a look at Ulfanuf then. 2.5 tenths up on his time. Round 130R is coming out to a bit of traffic. I don't think it's going to worry him too much. In the RB Visa, 4 left for dead. Who has got championship after championship? Around the final corner we go, then pumps the battery, and Ulfanuf goes P2 because Ozgo Kano has got pole position here. Can Kamikaze do anything about it? Maxi Boy has invalidated. So Ozgo Kano and Big Chungus goes 1-2 for the RB Visa. Only Kamikaze can stop them. Up to the lane, gets a bit of a toe. Up to the Casio triangle he goes. Does Kamikaze. Roshan Robot has invalidated, so he won't do it. Kamikaze is the only one, but he won't do it either because he's 12 seconds up on his time. Magic shot hits the pits, and Kalfanese goes P7. So it's going to be Ozgo Kano and Ulfanuf for a front row lockout in the RB. How does Lefty do it? He's done it again. 1-2 lockout for the Racing Bulls. Wow. 127.082 and a 127.117. And ladies and gentlemen, that is what pick 9 and pick 11 looks like. If you were wondering, these weren't high up in the drafts. They were middle of the road. They were middle of the pack. But Left 4 Dead said, I don't want friends. I want race winners. And that is why he is a champion. What a qualifying. Osgo Kano, Big Chama Kamikaze, Techie, Maxi Boy, Roshan Robel, Carl Faniza. And then we'll go down the bottom because I've got a little bit of a surprise for y'all. Here we are at Japan. Let's go to the Grand Prix. So here we go then. It is the season opener for Tier 2 Wallaby Racing League, and we are at Japan for the Japanese Grand Prix 2025, where Noodles has our lap record back in Season 5 with a 126.285. Let's have a look at the track then. We are going to be racing for half of the 53 laps because this is a 50%er, so just over 155 kilometers, where the pole position will start on the left-hand side of the track, and they will race 405 meters down to turn 1. You are at full throttle for 66% of this race, and if you're left for dead, you'll have 48 gear changes per lap. Let's have a look at the tyre compounds then. Pirelli bringing us the C3, C2, and C1 tyres, which is soft, medium, and hard tyre, with inter and wet coming into play if we get rain here this afternoon. Your race winners for Wallaby Racing League is Bevs, and Ryan 97 who's won it twice. Almighty Big Man Ree Campbell have defeated Damo, Blady, Evervanny, and Hennessy, all having one win each. So welcome back. We are here on race day for the Japanese Grand Prix here in Suzuka, where Racing Bulls RB Visa has locked out the front row, with Osgo Kano taking the first pole of the season, right ahead of his teammate in P2 in the RB Visa. And here we go then. We have got 5 lights here in Japan. It is 5 lights out, and away we go. So Osgo Kano looked like he got off to a really good start, pulling away from Kamikaze already. Techie on the inside, but it is Magic Shot that has come up, and Magic Shot goes up into P6. All looks pretty good in the first corner. Oh no, there's carbon fiber, and there's contact. There's contact between Roshan Robot and the Mercedes of Maxi Boy, as Carl Faniza has lost 7 positions as well in the first corner. Jerabot down to P18 as Cooper the Bot goes up into P11, and the Haas also goes up. Coda Faster has an issue. He has gone round and he's dropping positions faster than my wife drops her panties in the bedroom, as we see more carbon fiber fly around the place. And it is Osgo Kano from the in the Racing Bulls from Upanuf that lead us around the hairpin for lap 1. Roshan Robot, has he got damage? It certainly looks like it, as they come around the hairpin, and ProStar looking to make a move on Roshan and take advantage of that damage. So ProStar in P7 looking up the inside of the Williams as we come up to this double left-hander for the first time this afternoon. Lap 1 of 27 here in Suzuka. And look at that, it is Plugger in the Mercedes putting all sorts of pressure on Camillo in the Haas, as Camillo is in a Mercedes sandwich at the moment. Carl Faniza up from P14 to up to P11. He has come back from that horrible start. He did start P7 down into P14 and up to the Casio Triangle we go. And it is a dive bomb from Plugger, and he's outbraked himself, a 10-second time penalty, and rightly so, for cutting that last corner, as we see Osgo Kano go fastest lap with a 1:31.692 in the first lap here this afternoon. We're going 3 wide into turn 1, 2 wide between the Aston Martin of Carl Faniza and Maxi Boy on the left-hand side. They both lead each other enough space, but it's Camillo up the middle of them both, up into P9. What a move by the Haas of Camillo. So through the S's we go then. Lap 2 of 27. We don't have a safety car yet, but we have some brilliant racing as Ozco Kano finds himself half a second ahead out in front of Ulfanov, nearly a second ahead of Kamikaze as well. As we see the possible race strategies pop up for you, it does look like a two-stopper this afternoon, as most cars look like they're on the medium or the hard. I don't think the soft will come into play unless we have a safety car, but we do have a yellow flag in Sector 2. It does look like the Alpine of Toms for the win, as Coda picked up a lot of damage, has had to pit and finds himself 28 seconds behind the lead. What a start to the Japanese Grand Prix here in Tier 2. Whoa, what a start. Ozco Kano then, 6/10 ahead of Big Chungers in Ulfanhof. Please change the name, mate. I don't want to sit there reading that the entire season. Techie 3/10 behind Kamikaze and 1.3 seconds behind him finds Magic Shot as Techie, Tippy, Tocky, Tuppy, Toppy, TikTok goes fast as we see Roshan Robot make the easy move on the Red Bull and up into P5. The Haas as well with the extra DRS, with that window wide open, goes up into P8. Let's have a look at the tyres. So at the moment, everyone choosing to start on the faster tyre, on the medium tyres, except for Kamikaze on the hard tyre. And Coda Faster did start on the medium tyres, as we see Ponce the Win having to pit and having to put on those hard tyres as well. We do have some early penalties. Only Plugger with a 10-second time penalty, and that was for cutting the Casio triangle when he tried to dive bomb just like Antonelli the other night at Austria. It didn't work out for him, and it didn't work out for Plugger either, and picks up that 10-second time penalty for cutting that corner. A bit harsh, but it is fair. Same for everyone. As you see, Carl Faniza in the Aston Martin get up into P8, and he is gaining speed, traction, and all that jazz. Aston Martins are doing well today. P3 and P8 so far. Magic Shot in the Red Bulls with Brostar. P6 and P7 respectively. I have got a little bit of a sore leg too, just so everyone's aware. Just so you can keep me in your prayers or whatever they are. Like I've got a bit of a sore leg on my left-hand side of my left leg. I don't know what's happened. I think a little bit of a strain. You know, a little bit of, I don't know. Just needs a little bit of a massage. I think maybe get my wife on board. Maybe ITB, maybe it's the ITB. I don't know. It's something going on. As we see Roshan go fastest lap of the 137, I think it was. You all have eyes, you can all see it. As Camillo Faster goes past Carl Faniza on that straight with that faster back window open. Does get an extra 13 kilometres now down that straight and into the S as we go then. But Ozco Kano and Ulfanov P1 and P2 for the Racing Bulls. As Kirko says, stop sooking. Mate, I'm not sooking. I'm just sort of expressing my feelings with the world, you know, with my bros and sisters over here. And, okay, yeah, maybe I'm sooking. Maybe I am sooking. As Bremer, look at that. I love it. Look at that Alpine livery. It just looks so good, man. Like, it's just so sick in the butthole. Like, man, it does look nice, doesn't it? I must say. Hate the team, love the livery. Hate the team. So, Watanabe, 1 second behind Shifty Whizzer at the moment. Out in front, the RB, the Racing Bulls are controlling it with that vomit livery of the white. Are controlling it out the front. But Kamikaze sticking on their heels, and we have a bit of a DRS train all the way from P1 down to P7. You don't see the Racing Bulls ahead of the Red Bulls very often. So it's nice to see that this afternoon. And a couple of close races here as we see Cooper the Bot. Look at this little train here. Cooper the Bot goes past Watanabe, and Shifty Wizzo is right on the back of Plugger as they go into the Casio Triangle for the fifth time this afternoon. So around the Casio Triangle they go, and down the main straight. And this should be a easy move here for Shifty Wizzer. He's right on the back of Plugger, but Plugger also has DRS as well. So no one's going to make a move, it doesn't look like, unless Plugger's going to go for a bit of a dive on Sway's Ando. Does choose against it in this instance, and they go into the S's once more as a three-way, just like they like it in the bedroom, I'm sure, especially with a name like Plugger and Shifty Wizzo, and we know Sway's Ando's Kiwi, so he'll love a bit of a three-way action. As we see yellow flag for the Alpine. Pomps to the win, just can't keep it on track right now. Having a little bit of trouble with traction and tyres and all that. Maybe not a great setup either. Oscar Kano still out in front by 6 tenths. We will keep an eye on that front battle, but there is a little battle here going on that is intriguing me as the Ferrari does ghost a little bit, and the Williams gets some fantastic traction out of the exit. Looks like he's going to try and get it on the outside. Oh, the Mercedes goes round. Oh my gosh, and into the wall, and that will pull a safety car. Hopefully he's okay, but that is a big crash by the Mercedes. We were just saying what as Cooper the Bot does get a 10-second penalty for that collision, but we were just saying that was heating up. But Shifty Whizzer does try and go around the outside of both the Ferrari and the Mercedes, and in doing so did create a little bit of contact with the Mercedes of Plugger, and Plugger goes flying into the wall like a missile out of my butthole while I have gonorrhea and gastro while drinking milk. I mean, my gosh. Plugger into the wall then. Shifty Whizzer looks like he's come out unscathed. We'll have to see a replay of that to see what actually happened, but what a move. Not what a move, but what a crash. And that is good night for Plugger and Mercedes. No points for him tonight on the opening night of the Tier 2 Championship. Osco Kano was like pick 9 or something. Oh, pick 17. Yeah, pick 17 I think Osco Kano was. Pick 17, Osco Kano. I mean, are you serious? That's wild, isn't it, Grizz? Absolutely wild how he was still there. Absolutely wild. Oh, was it just a virtual? Are we back racing, or is my game plugging out? Oh, it was just a virtual. Well, fair enough. If a car on the middle of the track doesn't pull a safety car, I don't know what is going to pull a safety car. But we are back racing once more. Which is good for everyone, because we all get a bit of an earlier night here. But it has bunched the field up a little bit as Tiki Toki Teki and Roshan Robot and Kamikaze look to chase down these RBs. Can anyone stop the Racing Bulls here? TPs are selling. Yeah, TP's selling, mate. Selling gobbies. That's what they're selling. Selling something. As they go through the Casio Triangle once more this afternoon for 6 times. The tail of the tape so far then. Osco Kano got pole position here in Japan with the Racing Bulls locking out the front row. And that's the way it started. Kamikaze and Teki have also started well. And so we've got a bit of a DRS train down to Carl Faniza, who started P7, went down to P14, has clawed his way back up, has to make way for Maxi Boy, who does have that extra bit of speed, and being the sole Mercedes driver left on the grid, will be looking to go as high as possible to get as many points for Dante as possible. Dante is your team principal for the Mercedes, if you're unaware of that. But yeah, Carl Faniza down to P14 and now back up into P9, losing that position. Shifty Whizzer looks like he's come out unscathed from that battle. But yeah, Shifty Whizzer Swayzando was involved in a battle just a short time ago that did see the exit of Plugger from this Grand Prix. So Osco Kano leads us from the front by 4 tenths from his teammate Ufnuf. And look at Kamikaze now. He's a lot closer this time round. So through we go then after the hairpin. And Kamikaze is right on the gearbox from the Red Bull. He does have a little sniff down the inside as the Racing Bull goes wide. And does that make way for the Aston Martin? It does. But also, Ulfanuf got a great exit. And we're going to go for a speed race down this up towards 130R then. They are wheel to wheel. It is hard versus medium tyre compound. So round 130R we go then. Kamikaze lost a little bit of time. Had to go on the inside. Has to cover off the Ferrari as well. In Tiki Toki, Teppy Toppy. And through the Casio Triangle we go then. The Williams of Roshan Robot also looking for a way through. And Osco Kano 7 tenths in front then. He can try and sort of pull away a little bit. But look at Roshan. He's very close, and so is Teki on the Aston Martin. Is he going to make a move? No, he's not. So it all looks pretty good into turn 1 then. But we are going to keep an eye on this battle. We are at lap 8 of 27 through the S as we go once more then. It is Osco Kano from Ulfanuf, from Kamikaze, and then Teki now finds himself 7 tenths behind. Had to do a little bit of defending from Roshan Robot, and then you've got the hunting of the Red Bulls in Magic Shot and Brodstar, who are hunting down Roshan and Teki Toki, Tiki Toki Teppy like a couple of elks on a sunset day in America, out in Alabama. They've got their shotguns and they're ready to go hunting. Is Magic Shot and Brodstar 4 tenths behind Roshan Robots. Camillo down in P15 on the gearbox of Bremer, who did promise faster times with the wheel, and those promises have gone begging because he is down in P14. Frizy in the chat did say that the Alpines were going to go 1-2. Everyone thought he was optimistic and drinking a little bit of shit soup, and turns out he was. So Camillo, P15, looking to put pressure on Bremer. We'll keep an eye on the top as well, but let's give these slow guys a little bit of airtime. Is Camillo in the Haas looking to chase down the Bremer, who's back on wheels? So 210s behind and right on his gearbox. The double left-hander they go then, and up into the run to 130R. The Haas of Camillo faster. Maybe it should be called Camillo slower because he's not showing these faster in this race. P15 for the Haas on the back of the Alpine. Can he get a move done here into the Casio triangle? Who will break later? No, it's not going to get done here, but he will set it up. So round this final corner we go then. You do get DRS, extra 13 kilometers an hour as you open that back window down this main straight. And can Camillo get the job done? He's very, very close. Bremer tries to push him over. Goes very, very close to a collision. Does Bremer, just left him just enough space. And Camillo goes through and into P14. What a move by Camillo. Set it up for the entire half a lap. And through he goes then and into clean air. And hopefully he can start to bridge a gap to Bremer before he gets DRS. And look, through the S's already 1.6 ahead as Bremer is going very slowly here. What's going on here? 3.4 seconds now behind Camillo. Something's happened. His car just completely stopped. What happened here? What happened there? The TP's going to have a few words there. Now finds himself 4 seconds behind Camillo. Maybe his wheel disconnected or something. But Bremer, 4 seconds behind now. Let's have a look at what's going on up the top then. Ozgo Gano now 8/10 ahead of his teammate. And they're all in single file format as well. The tyre offset's going to be really, really interesting. So remember, Kamikaze, the only one on the hard tyre compound here. So he's not really racing any of these guys. He's on a different strategy to everyone else. Whereas everyone else, Ozgo, Big Chunga, Checky, Roshan, they're all on the medium tyre. So they're all going to have to come in a little bit earlier. This will be a two-stopper. Maybe they can stretch it out to a one-stopper. Maybe they're thinking that. It looks like that. Lap 10 of 27. But Kamikaze will get some free air once all these guys pit. So let us know in the comments who you think is going to win this Grand Prix. The RBs are doing very well so far as we see Camillo overtake Jerry, but only because he was in the pits. And just a reminder that if you are a Sky Q or Sky Glass customer, you can press the red button on your remote right now and you can get the onboard of all 20 drivers plus their team radio. So that is Sky Q or Sky Glass customers. Hit that red button on your controller right now to get the racing view and cockpit view and the team radios for all 20 drivers. Not Plugger because he is out. And Chandrik, will go to you. Yes, thank you very much, Matt. I was just listening to the Aston Martin team radio, and the team principal was telling Kamikaze just he has to be patient here because he is going long on the hard tyres. He's going to get caught up in a lot of dirty air, which will hurt his tyres, but there's no point battling when he's on a different strategy. So Kamikaze just has to defend, try and stay with the front pack, and then once he gets into some clear air, hopefully he has enough tyre left that he can start to bridge a gap. But the undercut is powerful here, but the Aston Martin team principal says stay where you are, stay calm, and the race will come to you. Over to you, Matt. Thank you so much, Chadwick, for that, in-depth analysis of the Aston Martin pit wall, and probably true as well as Broadstar goes into the pit. Will he undercut? So it's going to be very, very interesting to see what happens here as Carl Finisa goes past Maxi Boy and up into it's subscribe. Yeah, subscribe for $9. Do that, please. Please send us some money. It's only $9. Don't be cheap, man. It goes to prizes. We've got prizes for 1, 2, and 3 this year for every tier. So you get the money. Get the money. But to get the money, we need people to give us money. So don't be cheap. Give us your money. All right? Give us your hard-earned dosh. It's $9. Don't buy a coffee this week and bang, you've got $9. So let's have a look at Broadstar's splits here. He has got clean air though. The Red Bull team principal or the engineer has put him out in a great position here because he's got clean air and he can try and smash some lap times here. And I'm sure he's gone in early to help their sister team in the Racing Bulls and give them some really important data to see when they come in. So lap 11 of 27. Will they come in here It does look like they are trying to bridge a little bit of gap. Remember, they can't double stack either. Strategy as Roshan Roebuck goes past Magic with an absolute fantastic exit there. And they have fallen a little bit behind as well from the front four. Just remember, they can't double stack, so who's going to get pit preference? You would think it's Ozgo Kano being out in front, but they stay out for another lap. Techie doesn't though. Techie says, no, I'm done with these tyres. I'm going to come in. Let's have a look at Brostar's splits though. We'll have to have a look next lap, but yeah, we'll be interested to see where Brostar comes out though. Tiki Toki Techie in the pits then, and so is everyone else as Brostar comes through the Casio triangle, and they're just exiting the pit lane now is Techie. So where is Techie? He's just left. So he comes out. He comes out and Brostar comes out well behind him. So the undercut not really working here in Japan. Oh, sorry, Techie just comes out just in front of Brostar. So maybe it did work a little bit. This guy is off his head, doesn't know what he's talking about. Kirko, subscribe. Thank you so much, mate. Paying for your own prizes. What a guy. What a guy. Paying for his own prizes as Tiki Techie Toki is now under pressure from the undercut of Brostar. But Techie will want to try and undercut the RBs as well. So some information there for you all as the front three still stay out. Everyone else, I think, has pitted. Roshan Robot going very wide there on the medium tyres and showing us that the tyre is absolutely screaming as Watanabe picks up a 3-second time penalty. Techie's pitted. Brodstar's pitted. Magic Shot has pitted. Carl Fineza's pitted. Maxi Boy has pitted as well as Shifty Whizzer has pitted as well. So up to the Casio triangle we go then. And surely this lap, Ozgo Kano is going to have to pit. No, they're doing a one-stop strategy. Bigger Chungers, they pull him in instead. And Kamikaze, Roshan Rover also comes in, and Kamikaze stays out. He's on the hard tyre. Remember, he will stay out anyway. So maybe Ozgo Kano can now hold the Aston Martin up a little bit in this lap. I'll be very interested to see if that is the strategy. It would be the smart thing to do to try and get Ulfanuf to come out ahead of Ozgo Kano, and Ozgo Kano can hold up Kamikaze through the S's as Camilo goes through. So Big Chunga's coming out. Can Techie get him? Techie's going to be right on the back of the RB Visa, but he's not going to get him. But he is a lot closer than he was. 3/10 behind Ulfanuf now as he comes out. So Ozgo Kano on those hard tyres, what can he do? He must be feeling pretty good as he comes up to the hairpin. Him and Kamikaze, they go. This is some good racing, guys. If you don't know what's going on, then get your head out of the sand, get your hand off your Chodas, and get into this race, because this is a cracking race and this is a pivotal time right now. Lap 13 of 27, as we see the RB Visa come round the double left-hander. Will he come out? Will he pit and come out in front of Big Chungas? As Ulfanuf, as you can see, is just holding up Techie. That was the plan, I think. But Ulfanuf, yeah. So the Ferrari on the back of Ulfanuf, and maybe Ulfanuf has, maybe he's the one that sacrifices strategy here. He has created a bit of a gap. Ozgo Kano goes in now and releases Kamikaze into free air. But look at this, Ulfanuf. Oh, is this a smart strategy? Ulfanuf comes up to the Casio triangle, and I think he has created a bit of a gap here for Ozgo Kano, and Left 4 Dead would be absolutely happy with this strategy. He's probably the one running it, to be honest. So down this main straight he goes then. And Ozgo Kano, I think, is going to come out plenty of time as Techie gets DRS, wants to try and get past him. It's going to be very, very close. Ozgo Kano is just coming out of the pits, and Techie's done it. The undercut has worked, and Ulfanuf as well on his teammate goes round the outside, and on the inside does the Red Bull try and go as well. He has a bit of a sneak peek, but he's not going to get through. But it is Techie leading now the Japanese Grand Prix. The undercut working, and Techie coming out in first place ahead of Ulfanuf and then Ozgo Kano. So Ozgo Kano opting to stay out the 2 extra laps and paying the price. Finds himself 8/10 behind Ulfanuf. Ulfanuf 7/10 behind Techie. Can he break DRS this lap? It's going to be absolutely vital to the race. He is pumping his battery up to the hairpin. Does the Ferrari of Tiki Toki Techie. He is provisional first place. Lap 14 of 27 is pumping his battery at the moment. Chose to stay out in the free air. Did the Aston Martin driver. Come on, Astons. You've got this in the bag. As Techie comes around the double left-hander. Does Kamikaze come in this lap, or does he stay out? He's looking pretty close to the pit lane. No, he stays out. So Good move by him. He'll stay out another 5 laps, I reckon, as Ufanuf is right on the back of the Ferrari as the Alpines are running 18 and 19th. Not a good day for them as Bremer spins once more. The RBs then still P4 and P5 around the Casio triangle we come then and down into the main straight. He will get that DRS and an extra 18, 13, 15 and 17.5 kilometers an hour. But is his back window not open or is that just a glitch? Was that a glitch? What's going on there? Maybe it was a glitch. We have the offset now. Did that on purpose, does Left 4 Dead say. Tangy said, oh, it's Tangy Wangy. He's in the chatty. Matty Skills can't reverse a small trailer. Mate, that's true. If it's double axle, I can. Single axle, I'm dead, mate. I couldn't do that. Cheers. Good to see you in the chat, Tangy Tingy Tongy. Kirko, thanks for the gifted sub. Yeah, Kirko's spending it up. He's spending it up. We have a safety car because Watanabe is out of the Grand Prix. Every time I look down, something happens. But we now have a full course safety car. And where is Kamikaze? This has worked absolutely brilliantly for him because they all have a Delta at the moment. No one can catch the safety car at the moment. And he is coming up to 130R in the Casio Triangle. And he's going to get a free pit stop here. Will Kamikaze on the hard tyre. So he will pit onto the medium tyre. Can he get them home? I think he can. He will be quite slow at the end, but he'll definitely get the medium tyre home. Around the Casio Triangle he goes then. And into the pits, surely. Yes, he does. Camilo as well will get a free pit stop. So where's Techie then? Coming down this, pumps the battery under Delta. What a noob. Nice one, buddy. Still bumps the battery again as he tries to catch the safety car. Maybe that's why, because the Delta's gone now. He's trying to catch the safety car. But where's Camilo? Kamikaze's just coming in, bolting those new tyres on. Is Techie going to get around? Kamikaze's left the pit. Techie has come around the final corner, hit by the Delta of the Casio Triangle. Kamikaze then is coming out of the pits, and he will come out in first place. And Kamikaze gets a free pit stop and stays in P1. It's going to be Kamikaze, the Aston Martin, who's going to lead us away after this safety car for the lead of this race, and it's worked out like a treat. Kirko with the subs, with the cash out of his pocket, just calling Big Daddy because he's spraying the money all over the place. Oh, you spin me right round, baby, right round. When you go down, when you go down, down. All right, now I'll have to sip my coffee while there's a safety car out there. We are in a safety car at the moment, guys. I need some water. I need some water now, just so, yeah. My wife has just returned home, just letting everyone know. Man. Ticky tocky techie toppy. I need a sneaky snacky. You know what I'm saying? Picking up what I'm putting down. Thank you. Frustrating. It is frustrating. The safety car is frustrating because the Racing Bulls had this in the bag, and then safety car comes out and rapes everyone. Hey, Alexis, how you going? How do you feel about the race? Kamikaze, the Aston Martin's in P1, baby! Both drivers still calm since Left 4 Dead. I do like that. Hey, Natey! As Nate enters the house, enters the building, followed by Mum. Mum comes through the the front door. She doesn't like it in the back door. She comes through the front door, holding the shopping bags. In last place does she come in? What? She's last. P3. Wolf currently eating ice cream in agony. Nice, I like that. Oh, my leg, man, still sore. Oh, something going on here, eh? There's something going on. Oh, maybe the muscle's too big. It is big. Oh, man. Oh, I think it's the ITB. I feel like it is. I feel like... So, just a reminder of the grid tonight. Not tonight, but let's have a look at the Tier 2 driver lineup while the safety car is going around. And that is the... Oh, what's going on there? Far out. No one wants... Oh, look at that. I'm hidden. Yeah, buddy. All right. Oi! Oh, get off. There we go. Oh, my gosh. What a loser. Here we go. There we go. There's the Tier 2 driver lineup. We wait for the safety car to come in. Goes down the Casio Triangle for the last time. I think we're going to have 9 laps of racing here. I will protect my voice as we go around. But that is the Tier 2 racing. Remember, Formula Fish and TP not racing tonight. Here's a replacement in Roshan Robot, who's currently running in P9. We've had 2 DNFs tonight in Watanabe and Plugger. And the stewards office is going to be busy with that one, I think. On to the win and Bremer in P17 and P18, respectfully. Two Doors says another jump scare. Jump scare for you, but also, mate, what a guy, you know? I mean, this face is... You know what I'm saying? Don't forget to follow. Mate, Nightbot is a good talker, eh? Far out. Back stretch. Oh, yeah. Back stretch. Oh, yeah. Okay. So, safety car will be in this lap. Kamikaze will lead us away. He also has a fresher tyre as well, but he's on a medium and the rest are on hard. So you'll have the fresher. Gonna fight Nightbot? Yeah, I will. Or jawline. It's not as good as it should be. So around the hairpin we go. So Kamikaze will lead us away on the fresher medium tyres. It's going to be super, super important for Kamikaze to get out of DRS. Will Tiki Toki help him? We know they're mates. We know they're probably in a party together. The best thing Teki can do is hold the rest of the pack off. Or does he want the glory? Will he go for the glory? Because as soon as Kamikaze's tyres are gone, which will be in about 5 laps time, DRS will eat him up. Oh, I like eating. I do like food too. So he needs to get out of DRS pretty quickly. His tyres will fade pretty quickly. Is Ulfanor... Are they working as a team, or have they been gifted a... Have they been given permission to fight? Is what I was trying to say. So here we go then. Safety car restart. Everyone quiet, please, in the comments. So we start this safety car restart. Around the Casio Triangle we go. Look at that input. We're waiting for the green. 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 The green's down. And away we go. Racing once more. Kamikaze will lead us away from Tiki Toki, Teki Topi, and Ulfanuf away from there. Brostar looking to get a move on. No, not Brostar. Sorry. Magic Shot looking to get a move on the Whiff Matif, the Kick Sauber team principles. Nothing going there. Around the first corner we go then, and toward the S's. Kamikaze 4/10 ahead is not going to be enough as the Haas has a bit of a look on the inside. Look at this, has a bit of a look on the inside of the Red Bull, but nothing doing there. Around the S's we go then for the 19th time tonight. We've got 8 laps remaining of the Japanese Suzuka Grand Prix. The Haas again looks up the inside of the Red Bull, but nothing going. The door is shut. Broster around. First Degner we go, second Degner, and the RBs are in P3 and P4 respectfully. Kamikaze doing everything he can to try and get this gap. 1 second now, around the hairpin we go. Maxi Boy making a move, Camilo making a move, finally gets through on the hairpin of Brose. He did look a little bit faster, looked like he had pace. The Red Bulls now will be battling each other in P6 and P7. Have they got permission to fight? as Cooper the Bot goes through on the Mercedes. Camilo faster picks up 3 seconds worth of time penalties. Kamikaze doing exactly what we said needed to happen. 1.1 seconds ahead and away from DRS. 1.2 now stretches the lead. Ulfanuf around. Oh my god. Around the Casio triangle we go then. Ulfanuf right on the back of Tiki Toki Teki. Carl Finisa takes over Rocket Robot. Have a drink, have a water. As Camilo chooses not to make a move on the RB. He was very, very close. I would have thought he would have done a dive bomb there, but Camilo right on the back of the Racing Bull of Ozgo Kano. Camilo does look quicker, and it's because he is on those medium tyres. So Camilo and Kamikaze look at the tyre offset as Kamikaze 1.6 seconds ahead now. What does Lefty think about that? Tell us what's going on in your head, Lefty. As Camilo is looking to put pressure on Ozgo Kano then. The medium tyre, certainly the faster tyre here, but they will fade away with the last 5 laps of this race. So up to the hairpin we go once more. Kamikaze 1.9 seconds ahead and streaming away from the field at this point. Camilo does have that 3-second time penalty, and around this last corner we go then. 4 tenths behind Ozgo Kano, nothing going there. Look at Coda though. Coda right on the back of Cooper the Bot. He can just about kiss his butthole, as can Shifty Whizzer on the back of Carl Finisa. Is he going to make a move down up into 130R? We're on lap 20 of 27 here this evening for the season opener of Tier 2 in Wallaby Racing League, and what a sight to behold. Look at all those cars nice and close to each other as Ulfanuf is close to someone, and that is Teki Toki Tiki as they come around the Casio triangle once more. Then down the main straight pumps his battery, opens the back window. Can he get the job done down the main straight? Teki Toki Tiki tries to make his car as wide as possible. He chooses the outside. Teki's on the inside. Can he hold his line? They get close. They just about touch. Teki tries to stay with him but can't, have to tuck in behind and goes P3. Now Ulfanuf has got some open air to chase down Kamikaze. Lap 21 of 27. Do not go anywhere. This race is just heating up and it's going to get spicier than Indian curry as we get closer to the end. Ozgo Kano in the Racing Bull. Now, right behind Tiki Toki Teki Topi in the Ferrari, and Kamikaze 2 seconds ahead out in front. It's going to be super important that Teki can put pressure on Ulfanuf if Kamikaze is going to win this race, because it is lap 21. Ulfanuf, we know, has pace and he has the better tyre to last the distance. So Camilo also looking to put a bit of pressure on Ozgo Kano as well. So lap 21 of 27, double left-hander we go then. Camilo faster on the gearbox of Ozgo Kano, who's on the gearbox of Teki. Kamikaze with that faster tyre is making good work of it. 2.3 seconds ahead. Is it too far? Can Ulfanuf chase this lead down? Is he too far behind? Is he going to get too much pressure from Teki Teki? Stay here, because all these questions and more will be answered in the next 6 laps of racing. So around the Casio triangle we go then. Carl Finisa 9 tenths behind us. Washington Robot picks up a 3-second time penalty in the Williams. Carl Finisa looking to get pressure from Whiff Matif, who Shifty Whizzer's right behind him. Can he get a move done? No, he can't. But Whiff Matif, look at this on the outside. But Carl Finisa says, no, mate, this is my lunch money. Slams the door in his face, gets his belt out, and whips his butthole. And Carl Finisa up into P8, closes that door, shuts it tight, and locks it. Carl Finisa keeps P8, and Whiff Matif has to fall in behind because now Shifty Whizzer is on his gearbox and now putting pressure on him. Shifty Whizzer and the Williams looking to make a move out of the banked left-hander. Nothing going there. First Degner they go then. Nothing there either. Is he going to make a move into the hairpin, or is he going to wait for DRS straight? Up to the hairpin we go. He's going to look for Coda, because Coda in the arse also looking to make a move and does touch his gearbox, and the Cooper the Bot kick sailbar just about makes contact as well. So around the right-hander we go then for the 22nd time tonight. I hope you're enjoying this as much as I am, as Kamikaze now stretches his lead out to 3.1 seconds. Ulfanuf's going to have to start reeling that back in if he's got any chance of winning this Grand Prix. But we'll stick in the mid-pack for now as Shifty Whizzer is right on the back of Whiff Matif. Carl Finisa also having a good comeback, finds himself half a second behind Prostar in the Red Bull. Roadstar not going to have any DRS down this main straight. So around the Casio triangle we go then. Is Calfaniza close enough in that Aston Martin to get past the Red Bull? He's going to open the back window. He's going to pump the battery, but it's not going to be enough. I don't think he's going to be close enough to make a move into turn one. No, 4 tenths behind. Poms to the win is close enough, though. He gets past the Ferrari of Swayze Ando, and the dad of all dads, the Pommy legend, goes up into P4. So 2 tenths taken out of the lead of Kamikaze. 3 seconds now is the lead. Camilo continuing to put pressure on Ozgo Kano, but can't get anything done there. Ozgo Kano with the back window open as well is getting that extra helping of 13 kilometers now down the main straight. Nothing doing there. Shifty Wizard. Oh, as we see Coda Faster try and make a move and goes onto the beach instead. Pulls out his beach umbrella and blanket, puts it down, goes for a dip into the water and down into P16. You can't park your car there, sir. So lap 23 of 27. When are we going to get some TPs who can actually challenge Lefty? Well, true Aussie gamer, weren't you a TP? I don't know, mate. When people choose drivers and not their friends, I don't know. Who knows, mate? Who knows, true Aussie? Good to see you back on the grid, though. You're racing tomorrow night in T1, aren't you? As Techie, 3 tenths behind Lefty, behind Woof. Woof-a-noof. That would be funny, wouldn't it? Woof-a-noof looking to get P2 here. Does go around him on the outside. Does Oof-a-noof. Does he let Ozgo Kano go to Oof-a-noof? Yes, he does. So Ozgo Kano maybe has a bit more speed. The Racing Bulls changing drivers then. Ozgo Kano into P3. This was the order before the pit strategy. So that's probably a call from the team principal. And maybe they're allowed to race after this. So Techie, Toki, Tiki up into P2 then. Ozgo Kano P3 and Oof-a-noof P4. Camilo with that 3-second time penalty. And then Magic Shot down into P6. Carl Faniza, where he started P7. It's been a good clawback from him. He's just done some dirty, working hard racing to get up into P7. You love to see it, but he's getting pressure from Roadstar. So Kamikaze, with 3 laps to go, finds himself 3 seconds ahead. Techie now released 8 tenths ahead of Ozgo Kano and Oof-a-noof. Did they spend the money before they had it? Did they do too much work at the start and didn't leave enough legs for the end? It certainly looks like it, as we've got a full car safety car, do we? Full car safety car, because Bremer has DNF out of this Grand Prix, and we have a full car safety car. We're going to have 1 lap of racing, or maybe 2. We'll go racing on lap 26 maybe, but that is a full force safety car. And what will Kamikaze do? He will set the tone. Will he go in for softs, or will he stay out for track position? So the Ferrari of Tiki Toki comes in. Super interesting. So he's going to get on the soft tyre, but if no one else does, that's going to be a bit of a sad story for him, as the field is quite bunched up, and maybe he thought everyone behind him was going to pit, but they're not. They're not pitting. Kamikaze has chosen to stay out under the safety car, and Techie's going to go all the way to the end here. All the way to the back does Techie go, and does he put the soft tyres on? It does look like it, doesn't it? Yes, he does. So Techie puts the soft tyres on. Jerobot comes into the pit as well. Coda opts for the medium tyre, and Jerobot opts for the soft tyre as well. So Techie, has he given up a podium here, chat? Tell us what's happened in the chat. Has he given up a podium? What's going on here? He lets the Racing Bulls through, and the Racing Bulls are now 2-3. Did Techie think everyone's going to pit behind him? Let us know. Techie, Toki, Tiki, Toki. What's going on here? Mate, I need this podium interview. No podium interviews today, sorry guys. Can't do podium interviews after the race. Well, I mean, the top 3 aren't on Xbox anyway, so I couldn't do it with you. But I've actually got someone coming over, so I'm sorry for that. Bolsaroo said he's fucked it. Yeah, True Aussie Gamer saying it must be the water. It must be the water. Ferrari having another interesting strategy day here with Techie. Another interesting strategy day with Techie. Are we going to go racing here? I think we will. The track is bunched up. We will get the safety car in this lap notification as Alexis joins the lounge room, followed by Nate behind her. 3/10 behind Alexis was Nate. Jumps into the lounge room to watch the remainder of this race. 2 laps to go, and you guys are in for a treat. Techie has shat the bed. Sorry, can't talk like that with my kids here, but he has pooed the bed. Techie has absolutely thrown it out the window. Absolutely thrown it out the window. He had P2. And look at that. Oscar Ocado goes Max Verstappen on Kamikaze. And the restart is set to go. And we are off racing once more. Down the main straight. We have 2 laps remaining here for the Tier 2 opening race at Suzuka. It is looking like Magic Shot looking to get close on the Haas. But up the front, Oscar Ocado had a little bit of a look on the inside of Kamikaze, but nothing doing there. And into the S as we go then. Around lap 1, it all looks pretty good. Techie's going to be a lot faster on those soft tyres, and he's going to want to get it done quickly. Look at this. He is right on the back of his teammate, Swayzando. Swayzando defends instead of letting him through. Is he going to let him through here? Yes, he is. So around the outside, Techie, no. 10-second penalty for corner cutting and gaining 1 place. I'm sure that's going to be looked at after the race in the steward's office. So out front, Kamikaze still on that faster tyre, goes 6/10 ahead. And Techie, everyone said it was the wrong move, but he's looking pretty quick here. He's got 1.5 laps to try and make up as many places as possible. He places it down the inside of with Matif and goes up to P11. He pumps his battery, does the techie-tocky, ticky-toppy. Up into Roshan Robot. He's also got that 10-second time penalty. Maybe that will get removed. Maybe it won't. But Kamikaze has shown class all day. 8/10 ahead then from Osco Kano, who was our pole sitter. And then Ufanuf, who is P3, currently 5/10 ahead of Camilo. Techie goes past Roshan Robot. And the race up to 130R is on them. Around 130R we go. Ufanuf right on the back of his teammate. Are the gloves off? Only the boys will know. Around the Casio Triangle we go then, and he will get DRS here. Down the main straight, pumps his battery, so does Camilo as well. On the back of him, and Magic Shot and Brostone, the Red Bulls down the main straight as we come up to the final lap of Suzuka here. Techie goes up to P9 on those soft tyres, so he is flying through the field, but he's going to run out of laps here to get on the podium, I think. So around the S as we go then. Kamikaze in the medium tyre. There's going to be 1 more spot to go. You'll think the only spot that can happen here is to run up to 130R, and he's going to have to get Oscar Kano's going to have to get a really good exit from the double left-hander for anything to happen there. But the Racing Bulls are 2 and 3. Just remember, Oscar Kano was pick 17 in the draft night. Pick 17 was Oscar Kano, now running P2, as Left 4 Dead says, who's laughing now? Techie then, 2/10 behind. Cooper the Bot, is he going to make a move into the hairpin? You betcha. Into the kick salver he goes then, and looking to make a move, but he doesn't have enough traction to make the move as Cooper the Bot shuts the door, takes his lunch money, and says, mate, I don't care who you are and what tyres you're on, I'm keeping P8. Kamikaze then out in front of the Suzuka Japanese Grand Prix. This is the last chance. Osco Kano gets a pretty good exit. He pumps his battery, but he's going to find himself too far behind. Kamikaze, he was on P3 of the grid. He started with a different strategy. He started on hards and not the mediums. He had clean air. The safety car helped him tremendously. Around the Casio Triangle we go. And Kamikaze in the Aston Martin is going to win the first Grand Prix in Japan for Tier 2 as Kamikaze wins the Japanese Grand Prix. Osco Kano goes P2 and the Racing Bulls goes 2 and 3, both on the podium, followed by their sister team in Magic Shot and Roadstar. What a race by Magic Shot. Good to see him up there. He goes P4 and the other Red Bull goes P5. What a race. What an opener. This is Tier 2. This is Wallaby. Go get some ice cream. Put some chocolate sauce on it because that was a feast. What a race here, fellas. As we see, there we go, race winner in the Aston Martin is Kamikaze, followed, and then Rochan Robot got the fast. Williams, driver of the day, goes to Whiff Matif in the kick Sauber. Camilo gets the most overtakes of the day, and the cleanest driver is the McLaren in Jerabot. Let's go for the top 10 then. Kamikaze, communicating with online services, goes P1. Osco Kano and Ufanuf, great day for the Racing Bulls. followed by their sister team, Magic Shot and Brostar in the Red Bulls, then Shifty Wizard, Camillo, Faster, P7. He's looking good this season with Matif, P8, Jerabot, P9, Swayzando, P10, Carl Finese, not a great finish there. Unfortunately, P11, but he had a good race. Cooper the Bot, Roshan Robot, Maxi Boy, Tiki Toki Teki with that interesting soft strategy, P15, but he will get up to P10, I think, because of that 10-second time penalty. Coda Foster, and then our DNFs in Bremer, Watanabe, and Plugger. Well, that is another great race. No interviews, sorry, today. I can't do interviews. I've got to go. I've got someone coming in a couple of minutes to my house. But next week, the interviews will be on Xbox. Otherwise, I can get a link for you, and you can join the light stream. That is the preferred method for people to get on light stream. For some reason, my light stream does not like Discord parties. I've tried it before, and you can all whinge about it in the chat. But I'm doing my best, man, with Mac and what I've got here. But we will do interviews next week with the Xbox party. That will be the best way to do it. But thank you so much, everyone. Absolutely fantastic race here in Tier 2. Remember, Tier 1 is on tomorrow night. The big boys race tomorrow night from 8 o'clock Australian Eastern Standard Time. Can Left for Dead defend his title? Apparently, he's looking a bit shaky and shifty on the grid. Oxchillo also racing with that line this year. So Tier 1 is going to be an absolutely cracking tier here at Wallaby Racing League. So make sure you tune in for that. Please subscribe, $9 a month. Otherwise, chuck us a follow at the very least. And explanation mark Discord in the chat if you want to join us. We'd love to have you. But that will be it for tonight. Thank you so much. Lights out. Say hi to your sister for me.